Hello, I'm Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack, and thank you for inviting me to speak at this first ERS Ag Labor Conference. This event reflects a cooperative effort to bring people from academia, nonprofit organizations, the business sector, and government who are knowledgeable about farm labor, but may not have ever interacted before. We all know that collaboration is key when it comes to making change, and it's my hope that this conference will foster interactions that can inform future work done by ERS researchers and experts dedicated to farm labor issues. I hear from farmers across the country about the uncertainty their workforce faces. Hiring consistent farm labor is a top concern for producers. Without it, we face threats to competition, food security, and to our economy. The pandemic underscored the essential role that farm workers play in keeping food on our tables, often working in fruit orchards and dairy farms in both the blazing heat and the freezing cold. It's not easy work. It's backbreaking work, and often for low wages. In fact, a Department of Labor survey revealed that 1/3 of farm workers live below the poverty line. Growers often need to rely on the H-2A program, which often presents challenges for both employers and workers. Nevertheless, it's an important tool to meet the labor needs of our farmers and to ensure the resiliency of our food supply chain. To tackle these issues, we announced the Farm Labor Stabilization and Protection Pilot Program last year, which aimed to address workforce needs in agriculture, expand H-2A pathways for folks from North Central America, and improve working conditions for farm workers. The program was designed with significant input from immigration, labor, and agricultural stakeholders and was informed by the experience of farm workers and farmers themselves. In June of this year, we awarded $50 million to 141 awardees in 40 states and Puerto Rico through the FLSP program, which reached 177 unique agricultural operations and impacted over 11,000 workers. These workers will participate in trainings to navigate the H-2A process, understand their rights, gain new benefits such as paid sick leave, and engage with their employers and external organizations to improve working and living conditions. Through our Farm and Food Worker Relief Grant Program, we awarded $670 million to nonprofit organizations and tribal entities that issued one-time $600 relief payments to eligible food and farm workers that worked on the front lines during the pandemic. And at USDA Rural Development, we're providing affordable housing loans for domestic, migrant, and seasonal farm laborers. While the responsibility ultimately sits with Congress to fix our broken immigration system, USDA, the Department of Labor, and employers can all play a role in addressing systemic challenges. So thank you for your work on these issues. I'm hopeful that a more open dialogue between the folks in this room will yield constructive conversations to build a system that works for everyone, which starts by creating value and opportunity for all employers and farm workers.